this video is 10 technological tools that you could use that's very useful for a busy carnival period season.
It's Dyson Knight from the Bahamas asking you to go and check out the Jelan Cumberbatch podcast.
Hey, what's up, y'all? It's your girl, Wendy, Ms. What You Know About It from the Bahamas, inviting you to check out The Information is Power.
Yo, it's the YCG Boss Simone, and right now you're listening to The Information is Power Series 2 by Jelan Cumberbatch. Mad!
Right? The first tool that I suggest everybody use, accounting apps. We have Wave, we have Zoho Books, we have QuickBooks. Very important because of the amount of transactions and the amount of business that comes in for carnival season. You want to have a place where you can have an accounting system. Now you mightn't be able to check, but because of these systems and because of these apps and websites, it's very efficient, it's easy. You could send invoices from your phone, you could send it anytime, you could send receipts, it could print out or give you an income statement, a balance sheet, all these things that you have to pay an accountant to do. And in a busy season, it's very difficult to be doing that, to pay somebody to do that, and to keep track of these things because you get lost track. But one of these accounting apps, and Wave is free. Zoho Books, some of them are free, some of them you have to pay for. But I suggest it's an investment that you should really consider moving forward. So any accounting app that works for you, I suggest to check them out. Accounting app definitely I think is necessary for a carnival season. Second one, I would say either Dropbox, one of these sharing tools to use to send documents to one another, because a lot of promoters may want pictures, information, contracts sent to them, and they want to be able to send it sometimes very quickly, and sometimes they mightn't be home, sometimes everybody busy, so you want to be able to have up somewhere where you could click one link and send it, or copy and paste a link, and Dropbox is one of the best tools to use for that, where you could have a lot of information, send videos, send songs, send documents, right? So I would suggest Dropbox. You have a lot of other platforms that have WeTransfer that you could send files to. You have a couple others, but Dropbox I strongly recommend for that. Thirdly, storage, because you're on the go sometimes, or because of the amount of information and contracts or songs or things that you may have, stems, you want a storage place. You could either use iCloud, you could use Box, you could use Google Drive. These things are necessary, and I think it's important, especially during carnival time, where you might have to send stems to people. You may want to just have a place where you can access files very quickly on the go. And these things I think it's important moving forward, especially when you're on the go, you have things to do, you want to be able to send up a promoter call, you want to be able to send them something quickly. That storage platform, I think, very, very useful and convenient. Scheduling, so you want Google Calendar, I think, is very important. So because of the, carnival could be crazy, you want to have a place where you can have a schedule to see dates, times, information, and you want to have the team on it. And Google Calendar it's free, it's easy to use, very useful, and it connects with Gmail. Most people have Gmail accounts, and it could connect with your phone. So even everybody could just be on the email. Once they invite to the email, everybody could see the same information. If it changes, they could see the updated changes as well now. And that works very well, especially when things are very busy. And you can set reminders and everything like that, so it's useful. So Google Calendar is a great one. Another tool you could use is something called Canva, where you could use to make graphics for Instagram or Twitter or Facebook or these things. Usable graphics on the go. You could use it on your phone. You can make graphics from your phone. Clean, great graphics, nice templates, and it's free. So in case you have to do graphics and you have to do something very quickly up, you could use Canva. I suggest everybody use Canva. There's an app for it, and you could use their website. Very convenient. If you need something quick, nice little graphic, Canva is the way to go. To sign documents now. So that's our next thing, signing documents online. So you could use something called eversion. That's something where you could sign documents online. Very, very convenient. Or docusign is the next one that you could use. Some of these apps you have to pay for, but again, if you're on the go and you're busy and you have to sign multiple contracts on one day, these things come in very soon. They have apps. You can just sign on the app, upload the document, sign, send back to the promoter. So those things I think is godsend, especially when you're very, very busy. Sending money online, same thing, to pay people, pay DJs, pay the team. You have these things. We have WePay. Of course, we have Cash App, we have PayPal. We have these platforms where we could transfer money from your phone and send it to somebody else. So these things, of course, moving forward would be, I'm sure, would be like normal. It's still in Trinidad, is not very, very popular, but I think moving forward, because even Republic Bank has one now, Encash. So there are a couple apps that coming up where you could send money with your phone, so you don't have to just wait on a bank transfer. Sometimes you could pay everybody quickly through an app, and that's where the world going to. So I think everybody should look into one of those apps or register for the app so you could able to do that, because you want to be able to pay people very quickly, and you don't want to just wait too long or wait for a bank transfer or go in the bank, or all those online banking. But these apps, it's very convenient to send, because most people have these things, especially promoters in Trinidad. So you want to make it easier for everybody in the team and you. Also, of course, you have WhatsApp, iMessage, of course, for communication. It's great for communication, as well as emails, of course. Last but not least, social media apps. All these social media apps useful for marketing, songs, promoting availability. So you have of course, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, the usual suspects of social media. So these are the tools that are necessary to use, that I would suggest to use, especially during Carnival season, where you can promote your songs, you can send money. All these things would make your job much easier. So these tools are useful and are beneficial for you and everybody else you're working with, and also would keep everything very orderly. And if you forget something, you can always go back to the app and check. So there's nothing ever lost. You could save these things, you could send emails, you could check back contracts. So these things are useful, so everybody should really pay attention, and even look. You could even look to see other apps that may be beneficial or maybe useful to you. I just gave some that I think useful, that was helpful to me, but now you could do your own research and find other apps and things that are useful to you. But always find other tools that are useful, that can enhance your business and make it easier. So stay tuned for the next video. Thanks for watching.